The cosplay community for years has been full of creative personalities, award-winning costumers, content creators, and amazing cosplayers. Despite the challenges 2020 has given to the world, let alone the cosplay community with convention status being canceled, postponed, or rescheduled for 2021, cosplayers even more so now find strength in encouraging each other, helping each other, and building their community of friendship to be an even stronger circle. Free expression through acceptance has always encouraged love, friendship, and community, but exclusively in the costuming community, it fosters inclusion that typically lacks judgment and hate. All cosplay communities, including the LGBTQ+ community, have common ground to speak from, and incredibly creative skills and costuming prowess that, when shared, can enhance others within the community through tips and specialized techniques. All of the cosplayers in this video share fantastic insights into costuming, LGBTQ+ viewpoints, and professional-level cosplayer pro tips that help and encourage others to do and be their best while still being true to themselves.
Hi, I'm Ray DeForest, and I'm a 61-year-old, non-binary, gender-fluid, gay man, and I've been cosplaying since 1971. I'm proud, and let me tell you, I only march to the beat of my own drum. So put on those tights, pull on those boots, tie on that cape, and put on a crown. And you just go out there and you be you, because there is nobody better. That's right. So come on and celebrate Pride with me this year, and you better work.
Hello, my name is George Lewis, and I've been cosplaying for about 15 years now. You can find me on Instagram at GeorgeW111 at Instagram.com, George Lewis, Facebook.com. And I guess one thing I want to say is about cosplay is that it's your cosplay. You get to do it however you want. You get to choose what character you want, how you want that character to look. You want to look just like the comic books. If you want to put your own particular spin on it, you want to gender bend it, however you want to do it. And don't let people tell you that you can't do it that way, because they don't get to make that choice for you. Whatever your skill level is, whatever you're comfortable with, you get to choose all of that. No one else gets to do that for you. And don't be afraid to tell people, hey, I did it the way I wanted to, not the way you want it to look. It's my cosplay, and own it. The other thing, sometimes in the cosplay community, people can be kind of mean, really judgmental. But I think that, no matter what, you should really try, or we should really try, to be more complimentary to one another. Because, when you see someone in the cosplay, it takes a lot of guts to get in these things sometimes. Tight-fitting spandex, fitting you in places that you normally, in ways that you don't normally, your clothes don't normally fit you. Capes and wigs and all this stuff. So just be complimentary. If you see someone in a costume, try and find something nice to say about it. Even if it, if it's just so much as, hey, is this your first cosplay? Did you make that? If you made it, that's great. Just be nice. Because we're all here for the same reason, and that's for the love of cosplay. It's for the love of the characters, and it should be this kind of, very open and loving community. So just try and be nice to one another. For a long time, I only did villains because everyone wants to be a superhero, but few people want to be villains. So I was like, all I want to do are villains. So if that's something you want to do, then go for it. If you just want to do, as a guy, you want to just do, all girl characters, knock yourself out. It's about doing the things that you want to do. If you're comfortable doing it, then just go for it. Secondly, I just want to say, be nice. Don't try and tear other people's cosplay down, just because you don't like something about it. They did it the way they wanted to. They may not possess the same skills or the same finances or availability to whatever that you do. So there's no need for you to try and knock them down. If you see someone in the cosplay you don't like, just ignore it. If you see something you like, say something nice about it. And I always try and find something positive to say about any person's cosplay. From, is this the first one? Did you make this? Is this your first cosplay? These kind of things go a long way. We want people to enjoy this. We want people to come back to cosplay. So in order to do that, we need to be nice. So just remember, be nice to other cosplayers. We're all here for the same thing. We're all here because we want to be here. We want to suit up as our favorite character and show our love and appreciation for them and cosplay. Thanks.
Hi everyone, I'm Brandon Clark, but you know me as Brandon the Shapeshifter. As we all know, it's Pride Month for the LGBTQ plus community, and I am a proud member of that community. And so excited! I love Pride Month. Unfortunately, because of coronavirus, it's been missing in action. But I am very, very proud of being a part of this community. And I love the fact that I get to express myself. I have the ability and the freedom to express myself and to love who I want to love and have free agency to do what's authentic and right for me. Most people know that I am a cosplayer. I'm also an author. And I have been doing cosplay for the past 8 years now. And I have had a blast, really. Anybody who wants to join cosplay or start doing it, I suggest just do it. Just jump right into it because it's a fun hobby. You get to meet a lot of people, a lot of like-minded individuals, and you get a chance to show off your creativity, which I have always been able to do with my cosplay, to show off my individuality and my ability to think outside the box, because I don't like doing what everybody else does. I love doing my own kind of, my own thing. So yeah, thank you.
Hello, my name is Daniel, also known as Serenity Lockhart. Pride is about being your most authentic self, living your best life, and loving who you are. A couple things I've learned throughout the years with cosplay is starting with a concept or a character that you like. The more you love the character, the more you can actually embody them. Then doing the research that they need, so you can research the proper details or props that they have and incorporate it into your cosplay. Then utilizing your resources that you have, such as YouTube, Instagram, there might be Facebook with cosplayers that you can follow. They have some patterns for free, or sometimes you can pay $1 to purchase some. And there are many resources out there that you can use to get you started. Practice makes perfect.
Hi, I'm Katherine Whaley, and I go by Slip Geek online.
And I'm Katherine Whaley, and I go by Marching in Time online.
And we're going to talk a little bit about our experience as cosplayers in the LGBTQ community. So
I think one thing for me is that being in cosplay allows you to not only meet people that are LGBT just like you, but also people that are LGBT and share your same interests, because then you can meet people that you can really connect to on a bunch of different levels. And especially when I was first coming out at the end of high school and into college, it was a really great resource for me to really find people that were a lot like me and people that shared my same interests.
Yeah, when I first started going to conventions in high school, I realized conventions were a place to be whoever you wanted to be. You didn't have to be the person that everybody expected you to be. And so I started dressing up as guys, and I realized that through dressing up in costume, I was finding who I was. And so pretending to be someone else, you can discover who you are inside.
My name is Jamie. My cosplay name is Sweet Mr. Vitriol. I'm Arrow Ace, I'm a trans man, and I'm unapologetically myself all year round. It doesn't just take Pride Week to be who you are. It takes a full lifetime. And you should always be unapologetically yourself. No matter what, no matter how scary the world gets, because you have a vast community full of not only people who are going through similar to you, but also allies. And now is the time for all of us to come together and show our solidarity together.
Hey, this is Buddy coming to you from the Motor City, and this is my garage studio. This is where the magic happens. So, growing up in the 70s and 80s, it wasn't easy, and I usually, because of that experience, walk into every situation completely apprehensive and expecting to get catcalled, to get yelled at, to get beat down, whatever. But 6 years ago, my first cosplay experience was at C2E2, and I found the exact opposite to be true. I expected everyone to hate me. Not only did they accept me, but they embraced me for everything I am, not in spite of it. It was really a beautiful thing. And I can thank my cosplay parents, the Wolfgars, James and Kara, you know who you are. They introduced me to a whole group of people that loved me and cared about me. And now I have this whole new chosen family. And it's kind of brilliant. My family is gay, straight, bi, pan, poly. Oh my God, there's so many new words. Maybe I'm too old. I'm not sure if I get it. The rainbow flag, it wasn't about gay pride. It was about inclusiveness. It's about respecting the colors that we are. And the world is better now. The coolest thing about cosplay is you can be who you want to be. You can express your inside. You can be 5'7", short and average like I am, and still be a superhero. That's kind of incredible. And it's kind of everything that Pride is about to me. Even at a convention, there will still be people. There will still be people that are prejudiced. There will still be assholes in this world. But you can just do like me and find the right people. And you can always say, bye, Felicia. Meow.
Hi, I'm Christine, and I'm with Another Castle Creations, and I'm pansexual. This is a really strange year that we find ourselves in, especially for Pride, and I believe that now, more than ever, it's so important to get out messages of love and acceptance into the world. The cosplay community is the most welcoming to the LGBTQIA+ community that I've found since being in college. It's a place where people like me can really feel like themselves. I don't feel like I have to hide who I am. I don't have to feel like I have to hide any part of me. And that's a really wonderful experience to have. The other great thing about being a cosplayer is, we pull from all of these areas of science fiction and fantasy and comic books, and there are so many characters that don't apply to standard gender norms, and you can really identify with them, and it makes you feel accepted, and it makes you feel like, you know what, there's nothing strange about me. This is normal. This is what life is. This is what being a human is. So happy Pride, everybody. I wish I could get out there and see people, but until next time, be safe, be happy, love ya.
Hi, my name is Julian Rivera. I'm also known as Luna Flair, and I'm with the cosplay group Another Castle Creations. To me, Pride has become so important as an annual reminder about where we've come from as a community, especially when you think about everything that's going on in the world currently. We think that we've come so far, and yet we have these reminders every day that we have still so far to go. And so it's a good time to reflect and to remember that we can continue to move forward if we all continue to push together. Growing up, we didn't really learn about gay history in school. That's not something that they teach on every curriculum. And so being able to come together and not just celebrate our history, but start to define our history for a whole new generation, I think becomes increasingly important. As a cosplayer who's also a member of the LGBTQIA+ community, I think what's really important is that you try to surround yourself with people that you can also have fun with and who share in the joy of cosplay with you, and to never be afraid to use your creativity to express who you are. In our nerd community and in the places that we celebrate cosplay and nerddom and all that good stuff, we are still always striving to make sure that everyone feels included. I feel so good when I go to like a convention and they have special bathrooms assigned for people, like if they just all gender inclusive bathrooms that like everyone can feel welcome in, or if they have no harassment policies, or if they are just very visibly supportive of the people who come and make sure that it is a bully-free and harassment-free zone. It's not only something for myself, but it also establishes a tone for the whole day that makes it about celebrating fun and fantasy and making sure that everyone has a good time.
Hi, I'm Jamila of Black Betty Cosplay, and I'm a non-binary cosplayer of African American and Caribbean descent. My pronouns are she, her, and they, them. And for Pride Month, I wanted to talk about putting your own unique spin on cosplay. Now, a lot of people feel pressure that they need to do canon designs of cosplays whenever they do it. But the fact of the matter is, you can cosplay whatever you want as long as you do it respectfully. If you want to modify a costume to fit your body better, you want to gender swap, that's totally cool. If you want to make an 18th century Catwoman, go for it. If your Pearl wears a hijab, that's dope. If your Princess Bride is a prince, that's cool too. And if your Glimmer has curly hair, that's also valid. And I think it's really important for our community to share and support that, because it shows that diversity matters and that representation matters. And that's really important because it can make the difference for a kid that looks like me or a kid that's a lot like you. And we just got to keep spreading the magic.
Hello, I'm Dolly of Dudley Darling Cosplay. I'm a Mexican Puerto Rican queer non-binary cosplayer. I use he, him, and they, them pronouns. For Pride Week, I'd like to talk about how we as a whole owe it to the black and brown folks in our community to elevate them and give them a platform. We can make a change by being active in requesting black and brown LGBT cosplayers in panels, hosting, and guesting at conventions. You can usually do this by emailing or finding a Contact Us tab on a convention's website. We need to be more than just typecasted for panels about the oppressions and hardships we face, including us in panels talking about our skills, techniques, and what we love about cosplaying, because there's so much more to us than just that. This is my call to white cosplayers and fellow non-black person of color cosplayers. Let's elevate black and brown LGBT cosplayers together and make an active change in our community that celebrates having fun.
Hi fam, my name's Cami. I'm known in the cosplay community as Cami Slice. I'm here today to give you a tip. One of the most frequently asked questions I get is, how does one get better at cosplaying? Well, it's really important to know your areas of strength, where you're confident in, skills that you do have, and then also recognize what areas that you can improve on. We all have them. We've got both sides. We've all come into this cosplay game, if you will, with strengths and weaknesses. Personally, I really like doing armor smithing or prop building. I like to work with foam. I like to cut that, create really cool effects and things to add on to my cosplays. So I tend to choose cosplays that let me incorporate that skill. I'm still learning how to do wigs and makeup. Not my strength, but I'm getting there. So find what your strength is and incorporate it into your cosplay somehow. Get creative, have fun. That's what it's all about. We want you to be out there having fun, being confident, and showing off all your hard work. Keep going, you'll get it.
My name is Cory Burch. I present The Illusion of Virginia LeRae, or if I'm dressed in my Jedi garb, I go by the name of Jericho. I think Pride Week is important because it gives us a moment to celebrate voices that are usually underrepresented. And I have to say, with cosplay, I'm very happy that the LGBTQ plus community is well represented and gets a voice, especially here in Kansas City. It makes me really happy to see, because when it comes to cosplay and pride, I think they go hand in hand, because you get to present a character that you love while at the same time being true to yourself and who you are. I think now more than ever it is important to hug, well, not hug because we're social distancing, to appreciate your LGBTQ friends, because things are a little rough out there in the world, and everybody needs a little bit more color in their lives. Advice I would give to anyone starting cosplay is your imagination is your only limitation. What you can think up in your mind is going to be your greatest asset to cosplay. Even if it's an original character or a new spin on an old character, I think you can make cosplay whatever you want, and it's amazing to see the things that people come up with, sometimes out of the blue, or sometimes just re-imaging a character that already exists. And that's my best advice, is to just do what's in your mind. If it's in your head, let it out, and show the world what you're about.
Hi, this is Glenn Reyes. I'm a big-time cosplayer. One of the things I love about cosplaying is I love being with my LGBT cosplay community. They're so understanding and so supportive of all people of different races. Doesn't matter what color your skin is. You can cosplay whoever you want. And yeah, I see myself doing this for many years to go. So keep doing what you're doing. Cosplay whoever you want to be, and don't let anyone judge your cosplay. Just go with the cosplay that you love to do and you're comfortable with. Thank you.
Hi everyone, happy Pride Month. My name is Chelsea of Chelsea Von Chastity Cosplay, and Pride Month is very important to me as a transgender female cosplayer. And it's always important to fight for rights of GLBT individuals that are currently in jeopardy now as we speak. But related to cosplay, I enjoy kind of gender swapping various characters and incorporating the GLBT aspects of characters I can relate to as well. So just as you go through Pride Month, just remember that that Pride Month is very important to many of us, and we have to come together as a community to fight for equal rights. So remember that, and have a wonderful Pride Month.
Hi, I am Carly Bossemeyer.
And I'm Victor Von Crow.
And we are Strange Cat Cosplay. We're talking about the LGBT community, and as members of that community and cosplayers, really, cosplay means a lot to me personally, because I am what I consider gender fluid. There are days where I feel more feminine, there are days where I feel more masculine, and as far as dealing with that on a daily basis, I don't feel like I really get to express myself, particularly my masculine side. It's very difficult to express myself with that on a day-to-day basis. I struggle with whether, I should style my hair a certain way, or, I don't look right in the mirror. And when I'm cosplaying different characters, it gives me the opportunity to express both of those sides of myself that I normally wouldn't be able to. So, as a pansexual, gender fluid person, cosplay definitely has done a lot for me in the regards of self-esteem when it comes to that. And one of my favorite stories is actually when I was cosplaying Nightcrawler at a con that we had never been to. It was in Longview, Texas, and I was walking around and I felt someone tap my shoulder. And it was an older gentleman, and he proceeded to ask me, "Oh, excuse me, sir, can I have your photo?" And I started smiling and I said, "Oh yeah, of course." And my voice, of course, he backpedaled and he said, "Oh, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry." And I proceeded to say, "No, don't apologize, you're fine. You actually just made my day." So cosplay means a lot to me when it comes to that.
That's, as another pansexual, gender fluid person, I agree. I think cosplay has given us a safe place to express ourselves how we would want to, dress the way we want to, and meet other people that also have fun doing this, and put out encouraging messages in the process.
Hey guys, my name is Guy Baker, Argent Fox Cosplay. I've been asked to speak about what Pride Week means to me. So, Pride Week to me, Pride Month, Pride Week, Pride in general, is a celebration of where we as the LGBT community, where we came from. It's a celebration of the challenges that we faced as a community and overcome. But it's also a realization of what more we have to do. Unfortunately, it's not over for us, and there's so much more that we still have to fight for. We need to fight for our LGBT brothers and sisters, our transgender brothers and sisters, our Black brothers and sisters as well. So there's a lot that we need to do out there. And then that brings me into cosplay. So cosplay for me as an LGBT cosplayer was it's a natural fit for me. Cosplayers in general, because we like to dress up, or some people view us as weird, sort of outsiders. You know, same thing with a lot of LGBT individuals. They feel like an outsider, like they don't belong. So when I found the cosplay community and started cosplaying, it's a very accepting community because we're all there for the same thing. We all like to dress up. We all like to have fun. We like to celebrate our fandoms. And so it was an accepting group. And so for me, as an LGBT person, to feel accepted unconditionally, it didn't matter just because of this fandom. It was great. And it is true. Cosplay is for everyone. Doesn't matter if you're LGBT, if you're gay, you're straight, you're Black, you're white, you're a larger person, you're a smaller person, you like to do gender bend, doesn't matter. Everyone's welcome because we're all celebrating and we're all having fun and we're enjoying what we do. So again, remember, cosplay is for everyone, and for my LGBT brothers and sisters, it does get better.
Hello, friends. My name is Tomcat, and my cosplay name is That Tomcat. I say that only because That Tomcat is where you can follow me all over social media. And I was put to task to address a few things about what pride means to me and what cosplay means to me and what all of this stuff means to me, because I am that important. Well, a couple of things that I want to address. Pride is not a week. Pride is never a week-long thing. Pride is an experience that should be experienced all year long. As a member of the LGBTQ, as a member of that community, it is very important that we address all things going on in the world today with the Black Lives Matter movement, Black Trans Lives Matter, and, you know, all of these wonderful things going on. We really need to, you know, come together and focus on that. Focus on unity, focus on community, and all that fun stuff. And, you know, in the cosplay community, it's no different. We should always be coming together to support a cause. And as someone who has a name in the community, it's always important, you know, talk to and reach out to people and just sort of educate yourself. Never be afraid to ask questions, whether it's cosplay related or socially focused. Like if you want to have a conversation about the Black Lives Matter movement, don't be afraid to reach out to people and have an open discussion.
Hola, buenas tardes. My name is Phoenix de la Rosa, and I am a cosplay-based performer in Minneapolis. Pride this year, I feel like, is especially important, especially what we've got going on. And I feel that this year, the cosplay community has really started to step up and speak out about the injustices that are currently going on in our world. And when it comes to expressing ourselves, I feel that cosplay is a really, really awesome and great outlet for us to express and explore our identity as people. You know, sexuality is fluid, and that's amazing. And cosplay allows us to explore that fluidity in an environment where we can feel accepted, understood, and free. Pride allows us to express our sexuality in however which way we want, really. To see cosplay and the LGBTQ community / Pride community come out and support each other is really, really awesome. I know personally, as a queer performer in the Twin Cities, I love performing during Pride because every time I go out on stage, I do these little nuances that have to do with the cartoon or the anime that those who are sitting out in the audience who may not know anything about cosplay will look up at the performer and look up at me and be like, oh my gosh, I totally get that joke. I've watched this cartoon like 1,500 times. So after I'm done with the show, I end up meeting some of the best people through not only the queer community, but also the cosplay community with the same interests as me. Through cosplay, I've been able to find a lot of my self-confidence, and I've been able to find a lot of self-acceptance. I also found a really awesome way to realize that cosplay is an open door for anyone, really. If you even have the slightest interest in cosplay, cosplay is an art form that'll go, yeah, come on in. It's a good time. And it is. It's a great time. Cosplay is a great time. And you don't find a lot of art forms that are that open and that freeing and that creative. And cosplay is an amazing outlet for that. So during this year's Pride, and given everything that's going on around us, I'm really proud of the cosplay community for stepping up their game and really letting the Black voices in the community, the Black trans, the Black queer community, step up and let their voices be heard.
Hi, my name is Stephanie. I go by Kyola Cosplay. Pride Week, a lot of the time now, feels like it's just lost in these big corporate parties, but it's really always going on, and it's about fighting for your rights and being proud of who you are. The cosplay community is definitely not always as accepting of LGBTQ folks as they should be, just like the rest of the world. But being out and proud not only helps you find a community that works for you, it also makes other people more comfortable in doing that. So try different cons, force yourself to talk to people at those cons, and outside of cons, just find like nice, inclusive online spaces where you can connect with other cosplayers too. It'll improve your con experience, it'll help you improve your craft, and eventually you'll find yourself a con family that just really makes everything a little bit better.
Hi everyone, I'm Rose of Hoshiro's from Cosplay. I'm part of the ace community, being demisexual and panromantic, and cosplay for me is honestly kind of just a way of being creative and really bringing out a little bit more of myself. Being part of the LGBTQ IA plus community is, I haven't had a lot of experience with it as of yet. I kind of am just coming out. So there's that. But it's important to be who you are, love who you are, love who you love, and not let other people have a say in that.
Cosplay is for everyone. Whether you're crafting, constructing, or even just creating. Be yourself or anyone else you want to be. Right, Lemonade? She says yes.